What's going on, YouTube? We back with another banger of a video. Today, we're watching 3 Walmart true Walmart horror stories animated. Let's get into the video.
Breaking news, there has been a wanted butt grabber on the loose. If you see him, he looks like this. If you see him, please call the authorities. Please. We are trying to capture him and lock him up and put him under the jail. He likes to grab people's butts and run away. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't know what the reason is. We don't know why he likes to do this. But please, if you see him, call this number, and this is what he looks like. What's going on, YouTube? We back with another video, another banger, and today we're starting something new on the channel. Today we're doing Fear Night Fridays. Yeah, we all know that guy that do spooky scary Sundays, all of that. Yeah, that ain't this over here, okay?
That ain't this.
But anyway, I'm glad you're here. Today we got a banger of a video, and today we're watching 3 true creepy horror stories that had to take place in Walmart. That is not the title, but that's what I'm gonna say, okay? Anyway, let's put our headphones on. Make sure you guys grab you some snacks. I got me some gum. I don't know why I got some gum here, but I got some gum. Chewing on some gum. I'm not gonna be in your ear with it, I promise. Anyway, let's get straight on into the video. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, also before we even get into that, I work at Walmart currently, so this is honestly gonna be kind of interesting for me to see. So wait, popped up too fast. Hold up. Disclaimer: do not. The following stories were inspired by or loosely based on the actual events or local persons, living or dead. Okay. Horror Shorts Party. True Walmart Horror Story. Part 1. The Walmart sniff incident? Walmart is a
One
weird place.
evening, I got home from work, not exactly feeling my best. I knew a nice long shower would do me some good, but then I saw an empty bottle of conditioner on my bathroom counter. I'd left it there a night or two ago, thinking it would remind me to get more on my way home. Luckily, I live about 5 minutes down the road from Walmart, so I stepped out for a quick trip. With only about 30 minutes left until they closed, finding parking was easy in the middle of the night, but it gave me quite a different problem. Loitering in front of the store, eyeing me before I even got out of my car.
Hey! Stop looking at me! That's what I'm gonna be like. Stop looking at me! I'm gonna make him feel real awkward. If you try to come up to me, I'm gonna pepper spray you, bruh. I'm gonna pepper spray you down. Stop looking at me.
Was a creep.
Before you get your nugget popped off.
Was a strange,
You don't wanna play
gangly
with me.
man, looking as much like a zombie as he did a living
Bro, looking all
person.
weird.
His eyes tracked me without blinking as I made my way across the parking lot. I was hoping the guy would not engage with me, but that was just wishful thinking. Approaching the entrance, I did my best to keep my eyes forward and
Maybe
down to it.
Number one rule when you run into somebody like that, or if you run into like a crackhead or something, never look at them. Ever. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if they walk up to you, grab your booty. Don't never look at them, okay? Don't ever look at them, because you look at them, they're gonna think you got something or just something. Don't ever look at them. I promise you. If you look at them, you're going to be in an unskippable cutscene. You're never going to get out that cutscene. Don't look at them, okay? Mark my words. Universal, look, quote, Universal said this. If a crackhead walks up to you, or if you see a crackhead, hold on. Let's restart. If you see a crackhead on the street, never look at them, okay? Capiche? We good? All right.
Ignore him, but it didn't make a difference. At that critical range of about 20 or 30 feet, he called out to me and stepped closer. Excuse me.
See, first mistake, she looked at him, right? Second mistake, or is this a guy? I don't really know. It's a guy voice, but I think a female character. So it's kind of throwing me off. But mistake 2 she made is let him walk up to her. You're supposed to go inside the store or wherever you're trying to go. Don't never stop and let them talk to you. See, the only reason that they're talking to her is because she's allowing it. You can very much not allow a crackhead to talk to you or anybody or whatever this person got going on to talk to you.
Miss,
I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to
She gonna
spare.
talk back.
can I get a sample?
I said I don't. Wait, what?
You seem sweet and savory like a nice, thick piece of...
Hey, back off!
Before I knew it, the creep tried hugging me. Fortunately, I was quick enough to duck inside the store and get the...
your dirty pants. You got your dirty pants on, one leg out. Go get you some shoes, bruh. You ain't got no size. And you trying to hug me, bro? Look at this. Look at this. Why is he looking at me like that? He saw out of me a doom. Security, what are you doing?
attention of a few nearby people, including an employee, so they stared him down as I continued through, giving me a chance to put some distance between us. Brushing it off, I headed for the bathing aisle. I knew exactly where my conditioner was, so it should have been an easy grab and go. A minute tops.
Did he follow you
Of
into the store or
course,
something?
when I got to the shelf, my conditioner was either out of stock or replaced with something else,
grab
because it
something
just
else.
wasn't there.
You don't need that
Annoyed,
exact
but
conditioner.
determined to make the trip worthwhile, I looked around for the next best thing. As I stood there weighing my options,
Hold on, y'all, give me a
I got
second.
lost
Sorry about this. Hold up. Or my bad about that.
in all the different brands and scents and sizes, but I took my time. I was alone, or so I thought so I wasn't in anyone's way. Then,
Get your salami eating tuna fish ass breath out my face. First of all, that's number 1. Number 2, I'm hitting him like these. Elbow first, then you bring the elbow back, right? You bring the other, while you bringing the elbow back, you gotta bring the other hand in, and then you punch the camera like that. If y'all need an example, I can show y'all a example. And by the example, you will be the example. No, you don't want an example no more? Okay.
seemingly out of
my bad.
nowhere, I heard a sniff. At first, it barely registered. It was too quiet to pinpoint exactly which direction it came from, but it still tipped me off. I wasn't as alone as I thought, even so late at night in a
That's
part of
so
the store
weird,
that's never
bro.
very crowded. However, when I looked around, I didn't see anyone. I figured I had just heard somebody on the other side of the shelf take a whiff of a bottle of shampoo. I started opening up to the idea of small talk with another woman, something to cleanse my palate from the previous interaction. Maybe I could make a joke or ask for a recommendation.
What y'all think
Maybe
about
they
this so
knew where
far?
to find what I was originally
I don't know
looking
what to
for. Sadly, that fleeting daydream vanished in the very next instant when I heard another sniff. This time it was louder, deeper, and unmistakably right behind me. My body froze in terror. I wrenched my neck to look over my shoulder, and there I saw that man that harassed me outside the store.
Why is he inside the store? Can you answer the question? Why is he inside the store? I'm gonna cut all of that out. But anyway, why was he in front? Why is he in the store? He ain't buying nothing.
I wrenched my
You know
neck
he
to
ain't
look over
buying
my
nothing.
shoulder, and there I saw that man that harassed me outside the
That's
store.
fine.
He was crouched below my waist, burying his face into the back of my pants and sniffing my... I ran for my life. Every single inch of my skin was crawling. Even as I frantically complained to the employees at the front, I was still unsure if I was going to throw up or not. But thankfully, I managed to hold it together.
It's really throwing me off that it is a male voice talking and it's a female character. I'm sorry, but it's like it would be honestly, I don't know. But it seemed like they got him.
Later, security apprehended the freak and held him at the store until police arrived. A quick check of the security cameras revealed he'd been sneaking in sniffs of my butt for several minutes
Wow.
before
And
I
you didn't
noticed.
notice?
But at least it provided ample evidence to arrest him.
You didn't feel his
Afterwards,
presence
I stayed in
behind you?
contact with the police. I wanted to do everything I could to make sure he never preyed on another woman again. But unfortunately, it was already too late for that. As it turns out, he was a registered offender from a conviction nearly 5 years prior to the incident. Even worse, he had recently been caught multiple times for the exact same depraved shit he was doing to me. It's clear he's never going to change and probably has no desire to do so whatsoever. The only good that came of this is that he has put away somewhere he will never be around women ever again. Ever since that night, my anxiety has been crippling. I can't stop looking over my shoulder, always expecting to see someone taking advantage of me. I don't even want to go outside unless I'm with someone I trust, and that number of people is smaller than it's ever been. On a more personal note, I am also now heavily triggered by my own body odor. No matter what it smells like or what part of my body it's coming from, whenever I smell myself, I get furious and terrified at the same time. I can't rest until I've scrubbed and rinsed myself raw, until I'm cleansed of whatever that sick freak wanted of me. A registered offender was arrested after he sniffed a woman's rear end.
Whoa.
Police were dispatched.
That don't look like a Walmart. That look like a whole different situation. These guys need to be locked up.
After a report of someone loitering in the women's department. Their investigation led them to a nearby Walmart, where they used the store's surveillance system to track a man following a female customer. The officers watched as the suspect followed the woman, crouched behind her, and engaged in lewd behavior by inappropriately sniffing her bottom.
Wow.
The suspect was 38-year-old Khalees Caron Croder,
38,
who we
bro, you're supposed to have a wife and kids. What are you doing?
previously made a video on for an eerily similar incident at a bookstore, so be sure to check that out.
Wow.
Crowder has a documented history of arrests and similar incidents dating back to 2021. He has since been detained.
Nasty, bro. How do you even end up like just doing that type of stuff, bro? Part 2, do Walmart Force. What's this about? The Walmart repeated offender. They got Walmart.
I'm a worker at my local Walmart supercenter. There are hundreds of other employees besides me. I barely know or interact with any of them. The only guy I could say I was friends with was Mike, an old widower, twice my age, who honestly should have retired a long time ago. But he kept himself busy here as a greeter. All evening long, he would stand around the entrance, checking receipts, talking to customers, doing his best to make Walmart seem less like the gigantic, faceless mega-corporation that it is. I was a cart jockey. Since I spent 80% of my time in the parking lot and entrance...
this is giving me severe PTSD. I gotta go to work tomorrow. This is gonna be.
Mike and I would
this is literally what I do, y'all.
socialize the most, since we worked in the same area. Recently, however,
really like
there
that,
had
too.
been rumors of a potential serial shoplifter. For the longest time, we never even knew his name, just that he was big, mean, came whenever he felt like it, and nobody could stop him. Sometimes the security guys would see him on the cameras, but they would never mobilize in time. Like I said, the dude was huge and scary looking, so nobody wanted to go near him. At a loss, we called the cops multiple times. They always showed up too late and offered too little. One day, Mike and I got to talking about this asshole. He took a level of pride in what he did, and stopping shoplifters was part of that. As he put it, this
They do be
repeat
taking their job
offender was
seriously,
about to
though, I
get
ain't gonna
what
lie.
was coming to him. He said the next time he saw the guy, he was going to stop him no matter what. He just needed some backup. So, I agreed. 2 nights later, the time came. Nobody noticed the thief entering. He seemed to have gotten pretty good at blending in as a normal person. But once he had a bunch of
What did he
unbagged
do? They didn't even say what he did. He can't be a normal person just shopping.
stuff in his hands, he stood out like a sore thumb. I was in the middle of the parking lot when I heard Mike shouting, and that's when I knew it was go time. Immediately, I stopped what I was doing and ran to the entrance. I got there just in time as Mike was chasing and grabbing the thief, so I jumped in to help.
Get your hands off me, you wrinkly son of a bitch! You're not going anywhere! I've had it with you! Hey, it's over, man. Just give up already! Let go or I'll kill both of you! I'm not scared of you, punk!
Oh, see? Now you got your neck piece popped off. You should have mind your business. You should have mind your business. This would have never happened if you just mind your business. Lesson of the story, mind your business.
Pussies! You swine! Never come back here!
Before I got a
It's not
chance
like
to
he
do
punched you
anything,
first, though.
that guy socked me right in the face. He put me on the ground with a single hit, leaving me shocked and dazed. Once I realized the thief had gotten away, my first clear thought was to make sure Mike was all right. I was worried he'd gotten hit too. and for a guy his age, a fall like the one I took can be deadly, but he was basically untouched. Funnily enough, he was the only one who came to help me and make sure I was all right. My ego was bruised and my head was pounding, but I got to my feet, knowing I'd probably just have a black eye. Afterwards, Mike and I stood in the same spot for a bit, flabbergasted.
And keep in mind, he did this for like, however he makes an hour at this time. We go say he did this for $7.50 an hour. You getting punched and stopping people for $7.50 an hour?
By what the hell just happened. Then, out of nowhere, a car blasted over the curb right at us.
Oh my God!
We didn't have any time to react. For a moment, everything just went black. The impact knocked me out harder than any punch ever could.
Mind your business, man.
When I came to, however many seconds later, I was so afraid of dying that I forced myself to get up, fighting through the agonizing pain that every tiny movement caused. I looked one way and saw the thief's car speeding off. Looking the other way, I saw Mike on the ground a good distance from me, but he wasn't moving. I wanted to go and try to wake him up, but the pain was too much for me, so I started screaming.
Mike! Mike! Are you alright? Come on, get up! Damn it! Somebody help! Help us!
It's Walmart's like 1,000 people in those stores, bro. Where's y'all at? No help, no nothing, no cops, no nothing.
Help!
Mike didn't make it. He didn't die quick either. The stubborn bastard clung to life in the hospital for weeks before succumbing to his injuries. I had no idea if he suffered during that time or what. No way to know. As for myself, I had some broken bones and a concussion, but it beats being dead. A few days later, the cops finally found the thief.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My bad, yeah.
Turns out his name was Timothy. Doesn't sound like the name of a psycho killer to me, but I guess no mother envisions their offspring will grow up to be a monster. What that man did to Mike is a goddamn shame. It messes with me every day. Obviously, by the time I got back to work, I didn't care about shoplifting anymore. Nothing in that store is worth dying to protect. A 69-year-old Walmart employee died after he was struck by a man fleeing a Walmart he'd allegedly stolen from.
69?
Michael Bushy was working the night of October 16 at Walmart when 34-year-old Timothy W. Bassaw drove his vehicle into a group standing at the entrance of the store, striking Bushy and one other employee.
This is crazy. He really did.
Bushy later died at the hospital. Bassaw was stopped earlier that night, trying to leave the store with stolen items. He was known to employees for having recently entered the store and possibly stolen items multiple times. Bassaw argued and yelled at the employees in the parking lot before allegedly getting into his vehicle and driving at the group, ultimately striking 2 employees. Bassaw fled the Walmart, but police later pursued him. He crashed on Perry Road and was arrested. He was charged with the assaults, driving while intoxicated, and leaving the scene of an accident. Court records show Bassaw is listed as homeless.
Oh, 3. Another Walmart Karen. How does this...
Working night shifts at Walmart has taken a toll on me. I'm one of the bigger guys in the store, so I'm often expected to track and confront potential shoplifters. I never even signed up for that part of the job. I just got roped into it. It would help if the guys in the loss prevention office ever got on the floor, but they just sit on their asses in the office and watch the security cameras.
They really do.
In other words...
They call the cops sometimes. But most of that be like after the situation I was already handled.
They're all useless. One night, I watched a suspicious older woman walk into the store empty-handed. Something about her immediately tipped me off. She was mean and nasty looking, ready to go full Karen mode the moment someone inconvenienced her. That didn't make her a rich bitch, though.
Look like that?
It actually seemed like the opposite. She had no bag or purse, and the raggedy dress she was wearing had no pockets, which left her nowhere to keep a wallet, phone, or any money at all. Since she came alone, meaning there was nobody else to buy stuff for her, I decided to follow her from a discreet distance. I didn't have an earpiece to talk to the security office at the time, so I knew I was on my own, but I was used to that. I just had to be careful. This part of the job is always a delicate balance. The fact that I was obviously wearing the Walmart uniform instead of regular clothes made it much more difficult. I kept my
You just see him. You just see him walking up in the background. You are not being discreet at all, bro. If she has any type of like self-awareness or anything, she's gonna notice you're there, bro.
Distance and stayed busy with my hands while watching her in my peripheral vision. Occasionally, I risked a quick but direct glance, and every single time she had something in her hand. The way she always caught me looking at the very same instant was suspicious and maddening at the same time. I looked away as fast as possible to not seem like I was staring, but I knew she was on to me. Even weirder, every time I looked, there was a different item in her hand, though she wasn't accumulating anything. She didn't have a basket or a cart, and like I said, no bags or pockets.
Get out the store! I'm screaming that loud as hell. Get out the store! You're not buying nothing. Get out the store! That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing that because I'm minding my business. What just happened?
Things up, and that thin dress was very revealing.
I don't want to see
if
all of
she
that.
was hiding anything there,
No.
it would have been
Thank
plain
you.
to see. For quite a few minutes, the same thing kept happening. I noticed her take something off the shelf. She'd noticed me and give me a death stare, and then I'd look away. By the time I looked back, she somehow made every damn thing disappear.
And that's when I walk away. That's when I walk away.
Knew she was stealing, but I just couldn't prove it. Eventually, I figured I needed to get creative. Instead of watching her from afar, I needed to swoop in and get a
Let's keep
closer
going.
look.
Let's keep
I backed off for a
not
bit
minding our
and
business.
let her get comfortable, think I was giving up, when in reality, I was racing ahead to come around the aisle she was in right as I could feel she was putting something in her hiding place. When I rounded the corner, I got exactly what I was looking for, then a whole lot more.
Hey, what the hell are you looking?
March into your
Hey, some help over here! Get this bitch off me!
Oh, see, this is why you mind your business. This is prime example one. It's never that deep over 750. It's never that deep. I promise you.
After fending her off for God knows how long, my coworkers came to help. Those lazy security guards finally did their job and pulled that psycho screaming bitch away. They detained her until the cops arrived, yet by then she was still going insane. They tried to search her so they could arrest her for stealing, but she kept claiming that everyone was just trying to assault her. At some point, they came to an agreement. They wouldn't touch her anywhere but her handcuffs, as long as she willingly revealed and surrendered everything she stole. That's when we all bore witness to the most haunting sight. One by one, the woman pulled things of every shape and size out of her privates. It was every single thing I'd seen in her hands before they disappeared, and now I knew.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about here, bro? Hold on, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this out, but what are we talking about here, bro?
Oh, I knew
what are
where
we
they
talking
had
about
gone.
here, bro?
Honestly, I
This
wish
can't be
I
a real
never
story.
found out. I can't go into specifics, but the sheer volume of things she had up there had to break some kind
How?
of record. How she was even able to
How?
walk, I'll never know. At the end of the ordeal, she was arrested and taken away. However, even though she is no longer my problem, I cannot forget her. Every time I'm dealing with a customer I think is shoplifting, she appears in the back of my mind, reminding me I will never know what to expect from people.
Never. That's why I leave people
A St.
alone.
Petersburg woman who was arrested for shoplifting from a Walmart was also caught freebasing in the back of a police cruiser and sneaking drugs into county jail, police said. Rochelle Marie Toko 30, was arrested Sunday after an off-duty officer witnessed her stealing clothes and hiding them in a lunchbox. Police said she would push a cart into walkways to check for employees, then retreat into the aisle to hide more clothes in the lunchbox, shielding her face when she saw employees walk by. Toko was arrested while leaving the store and admitted to stealing. While being transported to jail, police said Toko was smoking something in the back of the cruiser. The officers said the back of the car had been empty before arresting Toko. Toko was then removed from the back of the cruiser and had her hands down her pants. The officer couldn't find anything in the cruiser or on Toko's person until she got to jail. After arriving, police said Toko removed a crack pipe, narcotics, and small items from her private part during a search. Toko was charged with theft and possession of contraband. She is currently being held in county jail.
Bottom line is, y'all, don't steal. Mind your business. Don't mess with other people if you know the outcome is not going to be good. And if you work at Walmart like me, mind your business. That's all I can tell you. Those people at Walmart are very interesting. You will see something you don't want to see, and you will experience something you don't want to. Mind your business. That's the big thing of the story. That's the quote of the day or whatever. Mind your business. Or the saying of the day, my bad. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all want me to make this a playlist, well, I am gonna make this a playlist. Every Friday, every other Friday, or every Friday. I gotta think about that. We will make this a thing. Make sure y'all send me some horror films that y'all want to see. Send me it on my Instagram. I'm gonna put my Instagram up right here. And yeah, man, if y'all want to check out the other video, it'd be right here. And again, man, Universal out. Hit that like and subscribe button. Have a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. And we out.
You